morning, everyone. Well, we are headed today to the Skyway View Bridge. It is on 275 south of St. Petersburg, Tampa. It connects St. Petersburg and Bradenton, Florida. Now, this bridge is pretty amazing, I think. My wife and my daughter really do not care for this bridge, just because, as you will see, it is rather steep. It is very long as well. And also because it has a little bit of a dark history to it as well. On May 9th of 1980, early in the morning, there was a tanker that was heading out of the Gulf into Tampa Bay to pick up a load of grain, I do believe. And out of the blue, there arose a thunderstorm. And the tanker at one point lost its radar, and it also lost the channel markers leading into Tampa Bay. The captain, along with the pilot that was on it, they had reduced speed. They had done everything that they could think of to ensure the safety of their vessel. But unbeknownst to them, shortly after this occurred, there was a microburst from a very severe thunderstorm that pushed the boat further out of the channel than what they thought they were. It wasn't long after the microburst that their visibility began to clear. It cleared enough to where they could see that they were very far outside of the channel markers, to the point where they had to drop both anchors in an attempt to slow the tanker down and to stop it, but it was too late. And the tanker struck the Skyway Bridge, causing 1,200 feet of the bridge to collapse into the bay. 32 people that day lost their lives. 35 people that day lost their lives. And probably the most tragic thing about it was that 23 of those people passed away over 2 minutes after the bridge had collapsed. Now you may ask, how does this happen? Well, it happened because in 1980, there were no warning signals, no markers or anything that would instruct the drivers, as you will see on the message boards coming up, that there was any sort of instance that would require them to stop. There were vehicles that were backing down the bridge because they could see taillights in front of them just disappear. And they were aware enough to realize that something major had happened to the bridge. And one of those vehicles that went over the bridge over 2.5 minutes after it had collapsed was a Greyhound bus. And that Greyhound bus, the driver along with 22 passengers perished. There was only one survivor, and they summarized that the reason that he was able to survive was because when his truck fell off the bridge, it actually careened off of the side, the hull of the tanker before entering the water. The driver of this personal truck was a Navy veteran, D-Day, so he had already gone through a lot, had some training, and he awoke once his vehicle rested on the bottom of the bay to the cab of his truck filling with water. And keep in mind, it is pitch black at this point. He was able to get out of the truck, feel his way using his training along the hull of the ship, and there were deck hands on board the tanker that pulled him from the bay. He was the only survivor. Now, if you can see a little bit to the right, that is the Skyway fishing pier. That is what part of two pieces that actually remain from the original Skyway Bridge. Today it is the longest fishing pier in the world. There's a north end, which we've already passed, and that is the south end. You can go out there, you pay a fee. You do not have to have a fishing license, as is a state park, and your entrance fee will take care of that. But that is a very popular fishing pier, as you can imagine. I myself have seen some very, very large tarpon out there, lots of dolphins, some shark, sea turtles. So it is just a really cool little place to go. It costs you $8 if you just want to get on it. Now, if you ask him at the toll booth, hey, do you mind, I don't plan on fishing, I just want to go out, drive on the pier, kind of take in the sights, maybe get some photos, normally they're perfectly fine with that. So, but just ask them at the booth and they will let you know what, if anything, they're going to be able to do for you. So here in a moment, we're going to pull over at one of the rest stops. It's on the south end, and we'll give you a little bit better view of the bridge itself. All right, guys, here we are. We're at the south end rest stop of the Skyway View Bridge. As you can see, it's a beautiful bridge. From the high water mark to the bottom of the bridge is 180 feet. And as I pan over to the right, we're going to see St. Pete, and in the distance there you can just see the top of Tropicana Field, as well as St. Pete itself. There are 3 cruise lines, I believe, that come out of St. Pete: Carnival, Royal Caribbean, and Celebrity Cruises. So they cannot use their mega ships or their great big ships. They have to use some of their older ships just because of the bridge and the height and the limits of that. So it's a very restful place to kind of come down and just kind of relax. And as you just heard on my right, I just got him some breakfast. All right, as you can see, it looks like we got a little weather moving into the area. Pan out and get a better shot of that. There we go. Yeah, so it's pretty much it for this video. It was going to be something short and sweet, just kind of give you a brief history of it. Now, could you imagine, you're driving to work, it's dark out, it's raining, visibility is already poor because of the rain, and then you add to it a severe thunderstorm, and the next thing you know, you are in the drink. So it looks like we have some dolphin out there playing this morning, perhaps. Not really for sure what that is. If I can get a better picture of it, I will, and I'll add it to this video, guys. All right, thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe the video. My plan was to do at least one of these a week, just on some of the the different attractions throughout St. Pete. So if you have any questions, any suggestions, please let me know. Thank you. Those are manatees.